November last year, I was in South Africa teaching, and I got very, very sick. And I actually got sick halfway to South Africa. It was at Heathrow, and I knew I was in trouble. I didn't know what it was, but I'd been stressing a lot, and got to South Africa, and it got worse and it got worse. And it got to the point where I was drinking Gatorade by the gallon to just stay lucid and keep teaching. And then I wound up teaching from a bed with students around me. And then at one stage I lost hearing and I started to lose sight. And I got hold of somebody who was a friend of my brother's. My brother still lives there, and he said, "You've dehydrated too much, plus you've gone too far, your body can't take it, you need to get to a hospital." And I kept thinking, I can't go to a hospital, I've got to teach this course. And the only thing that I could think of was, I have a card that appeared out of nowhere at home one day, and it's a blue card, and it has 2015 on it, and it says, "Remember, when you sit down, you can't get up the same person as the one who sat down." I had never meditated, but I knew I was in enough trouble to where I'd better start getting a clue of what that might look like. And all I could think of was that card kept saying, if you sit down and meditate, you cannot get up the same person. And so every single day when it wasn't too painful, or when I was lucid enough, in between classes or at home, I would sit there and see myself giving class with a completely healthy body. And I was fine. And I would see it to where I was walking it and I was feeling it. But I didn't know it was this. It was the only thing that felt loving and friendly when I was that sick, was remembering that, and never mind what anybody else said, just going there each time and going there each time. And I got back and I kept going, and they said to me, "You need to go to hospital, your symptoms are severe, you've got to go." And I said to them, "No, give me 6 weeks and let me see what I can do." I just knew that things were starting to move, and that suddenly my tummy wasn't quite as sore as it had been. And all I kept thinking was, just remember, sit down and start thinking and keep seeing yourself well. And in January, somebody sent me a message and said to me, "You need to go and see Dr. Joe Dispenza." And I happened to have one weekend where I wasn't teaching a class, because I teach emotional DNA. And I thought, okay, I'll go. And it made a difference. And then I came to this one. And I was lying there this afternoon thinking, oh, yes, I started to heal with that. And then I realized the card was one of his, and I didn't know. And it's from 2015, and I have no idea how it showed up. But it turned everything. I've been back for tests twice, and they said to me, "You should go for an endoscopy." And I said, "No, but they've done other tests." And they said to me, "Well, I guess you got lucky." And I guess I know I didn't just get lucky.